I surrendered my life to Christ on August the 10th, 2018. And it wasn't the result of any life crisis. It was primarily the result of 3 people in one book. And the first person chronologically was a student of mine named Bobby. And Bobby, it took Bobby 6 years to go through law school. Most people go through in 3. It's always hard to go through law school, but Bobby went through law school under some of the most difficult circumstances I've ever been familiar with. During the course of her law school career, she went through 3 bouts of cancer with her husband. The 3rd bout of cancer killed him. He died from that. And but everybody around Bobby was so amazed by her strength and determination and her good heart. And they would ask her, how do you do it? And she would say, I don't do it, God does it. And I came to know Bobby initially because I was assigned to be her faculty mentor. But as it turned out, she really mentored me by showing me just how much hope and strength and peace God gives to those who believe in Him and His Son Jesus Christ. And so I have thanked Bobby for being really a light to me, shining God's glory everywhere around her, and I know I'm not the only one. So she was one person, and the second person is my friend George. And I came to know George because he's a lawyer, and we've worked on legal cases together. One day, we were on a long drive through Utah to visit a client, and George shared how he had come to Christ many years before. And he said that he was at a low point in his life, and he was out riding his bike one day, and he heard the words in his head, read the book. And he knew what book was being referred to there, so he started reading the Bible, and before long he came to Christ. And he shared other things in his life about his relationship with Jesus, but what stuck with me were the words, read the book. So I started reading the book. And for the first time, the words of God spoke to me in a direct and personal way. And I really understood that this was the Word of God, and this was God sharing His Word with us, of His plan for us, and the role that Jesus played in that plan. And so that I was in the process of reading the book when the 3rd person came along, and that was Ralph Cooley, a member of Faculty Commons West, a member of Crew. Ralph knocked on the door of my office one day. The first time I met Ralph, he came to the door with a thank you note from a student. And we had coffee a couple of times, and Ralph eventually asked me, well, where are you on your spiritual journey? And I felt like I'd made some progress at that point, but Ralph and I got together many, many hours, and Ralph taught me how to read the Bible, and more importantly, he taught me how to pray. And pray for Jesus to come into my life. And those prayers worked. And as I said, I surrendered my life to Christ now about 17 months ago. So I feel so incredibly blessed by the way that God used these 3 people in His book to lead me to Him.